Hi, and welcome back to Broadsheet Melbourne Around Town. If this is your first time here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video. I'm Kayta, Broadsheet's editorial director and the host of this guide to Melbourne. Every year, Arbory Afloat transforms its bar design, its food offering, and Melburnians love it. If you don't know what Arbory Afloat is, it's a great bar that sits on the Yarra, right near South Bank, with overlooking parts of South Bank, and then you've got the city behind you. It is a great spot to have a drink in the warmer months, the summer months. But it's a pretty beautiful spring already in Melbourne, so I feel like a lot of people are going to head down. James Williams has the details on the latest, the 2023 transformation of Arbory Afloat, and this year we are going to Mexico. James, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So tell us about what we can expect at this year's Arbory Afloat.
Like you said, we're headed to Mexico this year. It's a bit of a floating fiesta at Arbory. It is only partially open for the moment.
Okay.
But from what has been transformed, it's very vibrant. The creative director, Georgie Larkins, called it their biggest, boldest ever.
There's been a lot of Mediterranean
Where did
countries.
we go last year? I think we went to...
Did we go to, we didn't go to Ibiza, did we?
Yeah, I think we went to Ibiza.
And I think before that it was like either the Greek Isles or
It might
maybe
have been like the Turkish coastline.
something like that. So every year the team at Arbory Afloat, and of course this is a team who also is behind Her Bar, BKK, like amazing venues in the city. They travel to the place to get inspiration, which sounds like a not too hard task, if you ask me. So they visited Mexico to get inspiration for this round.
They did a small group of them went over and they spent a couple of weeks there. I think they went to Guadalajara, Oaxaca, and Tulum to gain inspiration. And I think the buildings of Oaxaca especially have been a major draw point for inspiration for this year's very vibrant colors.
So walk us through the menu and what's on the drinks list.
So they, amongst the group who went over, the cocktail director and the culinary director both went over and got as much info as possible. Loxley from the office just went recently and she was raving about some mango frozen margaritas that are on offer at the bar. So it's like a frozen tequila marg, and then they've got a red mango syrup that they put all around the glass, and she could not stop gassing it up.
So Lox is heading back.
She's heading back.
Yeah.
And I don't think you can really say no to a mango margarita in the sun.
No.
On the river.
That would be silly. And what are we eating with our mango drinks?
So there's a taco menu. There's a chef selection taco menu where you get 6 pieces, and there's al pastor tacos, chicken tacos, as well as some kind of Mexican inspired pizzas. There was a pizza with black bean and chorizo on it. So they're taking all of the flavors that they've explored over in Mexico on their trip and kind of putting it onto what we know and love from Arbory already, and just kind of revitalizing their menu.
They always do really great pizzas, I have to say. They're very good, this group, at giving you what you want in that environment. The food's not too fussy. It's really snackable and really delicious drinks that are very easy to drink. Too many of in the afternoon and late kind of early evening sun. So is there any plans yet for opening it up fully, or is this kind of a day-by-day scenario?
So they've opened the main bar at the moment, and then in the next few weeks they're planning on opening up the rest of it. So there's the whole pool outdoor section kind of to the right of Arbory, where there's the pool and the day beds, and then around there they're also going to have a taco stand, an al pastor taco stand where you get meats off the spit, which is very
good,
very fun. And then they're also having an agave bar.
So basically, people who are passing by are going to see a cabana-style thatched roof, which is now draping down, framing the bartender. So they've put effort into this. It's not little light touches. They go all out.
They've gone balls to the wall this year. Normally they don't even change the umbrellas. They kind of always have a uniform color, but this year they've added a splash of different color on every single surface. All the umbrellas are different shades. And then, like you said, there's the thatched roofing that kind of drapes down over the bartender as you order your drink. So it's very...
If you can't get to Mexico this year, have a little taste of it.
Mexico on the Yarra.
Mexico on the Yarra. Arbory Afloat is at 2 Flinders Walk in Melbourne. It's open daily from 11 a.m. until late. And I guess keep an eye on the Arbory Afloat Instagram to find out when they're opening the full bar. Thanks, James.
Thank you.
Good Heavens is a CBD rooftop bar that's been a favourite for a few years now in Melbourne. And they've now expanded to another building. So they are officially the CBD's biggest rooftop bar. The perfect time to expand when we've got this beautiful spring weather. They've taken over a mid-century building next door. So it's effectively doubled the size of the rooftop in the process, which means 400 people can now enjoy a dedicated martini menu, delicious little snacks, and cocktails from 40 taps. James Williams wrote the story about the expansion for Broadsheet and is here to tell us all about it.
Nobody's going to be missing out on after-work drinks at Good Heavens anymore?
No. Is that something that they were dealing with, that they would have to turn people away?
Yeah, if you try and go there about like 5 o'clock on a Thursday or a Friday, you'd be hard done by to try and find a table, but that is a much easier feat now.
So tell us, for those who don't know, like, where is Good Heavens in the city and who's it run by?
So it's run by the same guys as Fancy Hanks, so it's just upstairs from the Fancy Hanks restaurant. So they've now expanded onto the rooftop on the corner of Bourke and Lonsdale Streets.
So going back upstairs to the bar.
So there never used to be a rooftop bar up there. So they've created a whole new level to that building.
Oh, okay.
And it's enclosed with a big glass awning, so it's like indoor, outdoor. You are protected from the elements, but it's still nice and like airy and summery. And when I was up there, it was not actually completed yet. They were still putting in the plants and like there's no liquor on the bar yet. But when I was talking to the owner, he was so optimistic about the city. And then it was such a beautiful blue sky day that it was kind of really infectious. And I was like, wow, I'm so excited to be on a rooftop again.
Well, in our photos as well, it's obviously really big and it is already packed. I just don't think Melburnians can get enough of a rooftop bar. And God bless them, because it's not always nice weather and we still go up there.
The second we have a chance, we will be there.
Yeah. Doesn't matter. And I guess the point with Good Heavens and this expansion is to make sure that it is weather protected. So you can go up even if it's not a day like the days we've been experiencing recently.
Yeah. And if it's too sunny, they've got UV protection, some form of UV protection in the awning. And then the big side of it is covered by a big glass awning. So the wind you're kind of protected from. And then in the center of the bar, there's also this really beautiful fireplace. So in winter, it'll be nice and cozy to curl up in front of that big mid-century inspired fireplace.
And get some wintry drinks into you.
Yes.
What is on the menu now? Have they done any major changes to coincide with the expansion, or they're keeping things the same?
They haven't changed it too much. They have done a major expansion of their wine list. So there's a lot more offers there, as well as a dedicated martini menu is in the works.
Oh, in the works. It's
In
not
the
happening
works.
yet.
Not
Okay.
just yet.
Why martinis?
I think martinis are just having a moment. And
No,
you can do so much with a martini.
So they'd like to join that trend. Good Heavens is at level 2, 79 Bourke Street in Melbourne. It's open Monday till Sunday, midday till late. Thanks, James.
Thank you.
That's all we've got time for today. As always, you can stay up to date at any time at broadsheet.com.au or on Instagram at broadsheet_Melb.